Hello friends and welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you my 8 by 10 layout here that I did using a black and white picture. I made it black and white of my husband and I on our anniversary in January, and I'm also going to be using the bride Mona with groom. I have stamped and colored her in with Spectrum Noir markers, and those will be listed on the blog. I'm also going to use the Everything is Rosy stencil set and the Love You More paper pack. I've also got a bunch of dies that I picked from both this release and the last release that I thought would be super cute. And I'm sitting here trying to show you the sparkle in her dress, but you really can't see it. So I've got an 8 by 10 piece of watercolor here, and I've got my watercolor paints. And I just picked out some blues and pinks that I thought would go really well with the not stamp set, the paper pack, because I thought that these ones kind of went really well in the background. And I'm basically just taking a piece of packaging that I crumpled up, and I'm just dipping it in the different um, shades of the blue and the pink that I chose from my watercolor. And now I'm going to take the stencil set, and this is the checkered pattern one, and I'm just using weathered wood. I just wanted to give the background a little bit of interest, just a little bit more, a place for me to place the roses, because I am going to be using my, um, the Vicky Bouton. I'll show it to you here in a second because I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I'm going to be using that, which I'm also going to be, it's like a texture paste, and I'm going to be, it's pearl though, so it looks really good. See how pretty it is, a nice pearl color, but I am going to mix it in with just a little bit of Victorian velvet, just to give it just a little bit of a rosy kind of a color, and then I'm just going to scrape on just a couple little parts from it. I'm not going to do the whole background because I don't want, you're not going to see most of the background anyway because it's going to be, all of my layout kind of covers the front, but you will see enough of it that I wanted it to be kind of peeking out around my actual layout. So here it is all dried up, ready to go. I got a little extra water there in the middle, but you won't see that. And then I just taken my photo here and I printed it out black and white. I also typed up a little journaling spot to go with it, and then I matted both of them on black, and then the photo I also wanted a little pop of color behind it, so I took one of the pattern papers from the pack and I matted that as well. I've got a couple more pieces that I'm going to lay down right across the center there, and I'm just giving myself a little area right in the middle to decorate. So I'm going to put my photo, and then I'm just going to kind of take all of these that you can see off to the side. Those are all the dies that I chose to kind of embellish around my photo. So now I'm just going to start adding everything to it. And there's not a whole lot of explanation that I need to really give for this, so I'll just let you kind of watch and won't really talk about that. I will let you know I do apologize for two things. One, the lighting, which is kind of spotty, it keeps like going in and out, and I'm not really sure why. And the other thing is my voice. I have been sick for the last week, so I'm sorry I sound like I swallowed a frog. There's not much I can do about it. I am feeling better, and so hopefully I can get back on track, but I did lose quite a bit of time. Um, so I have quite a few projects to catch up to, and hopefully I can get everything done in time and get all of these up for you guys. So here I'm just going to start, like I said, just going to keep adding all my pieces in. So this is one of the doily dies from the last release, and I thought this would be really cute, just kind of poking out from either side. Because your paper pack is 6 by 6 and my layout is an 8 by 10, sometimes you have to be just a little bit creative. If you've got something that's not quite long enough, but it's going to be behind something, you can just cut it in half, and that way one side can poke out of one side and the other out of the other, and you wouldn't even know the difference that they weren't still attached. I've got some of these hexagons, and this is actually from the last club kit. We got these stitch hex, that's hard to say, especially when you're tongue-tied, stitched hexagons, which are, I love them. I've been using them so much. I don't know why I'm on a shape kick like this, but I really do love them. And so I thought they would add a nice little pop of color with those real pretty roses, which actually, I'm not sure if they're roses. I don't know. I don't know my flowers, you guys. I'm terrible. But I tried to match her roses that she's, or the flowers that she has in her hands and on her veil, with kind of like what I saw in the paper pack. I didn't do as good a job as Irina. Obviously, she does beautiful, beautiful work on these paper packs, but I did try to kind of match the colors a little bit, so I thought it would be fun to kind of bring them in, so that's why I cut those parts out with the hexagons from the pattern paper. Now for the 2020, I decided, because I have my little journaling spot there, that basically says 23 years ago today we said I do, and then just a little tidbit of what we did that day. And then because of it being this year, I thought it'd be really cool to use that 2020. So what I did was I did mat it on fun foam just to help pop it up, and then but the where it's kind of laying on top of the journaling spot, I cut that part of the fun foam off, so it's not there, so that way it lays flat. I did end up putting this in a frame, and because I have some dimension behind it, all I did to make it look, and it looks so awesome, I love it, it's up on my fireplace, is I just took the glass out of the frame, so, and it's fine. So now I'm gonna kind of place my little, so these are the star wreaths. You know how much I love my star wreaths. And then they have a heart one as well in the shop that I've been eyeballing lately. So I think I'm going to be placing an order here pretty soon. So I'm going to get me the heart one. So you guys don't have to see me keep using the star one. Oh, I love it. I just think it makes such a cute little extra decoration. Just, it looks really good behind stuff. Here's the other pop of color from the, I'll stick that behind. And then these are the X and the O and the heart from the from that tic-tac-toe die. I'm going to place those on. And I thought the X and the O would be, I just wanted that more gold because I don't know if you saw it or not. You probably can't see it in the background, but I do have some gold splatter back there. And then I've got the gold doily in the background, so I wanted to bring more gold in. I'm also going to bring in some gold sequins and some clear sparkling water droplets because I just wanted to add a little bit more dimension. And since I won't be able to put the glass on, I already knew I wasn't going to be able to put the glass on this frame. I had picked out this frame at Michael's. It was absolutely gorgeous, but they were having a clearance sale on their frames, so I picked up one that I thought this would look super pretty in, and it does. It's gorgeous. So I already knew I wasn't going to be able to put the glass anyway. So now I'm just fussying around trying to figure out where I'm going to put my sequins because I knew I wanted to bring the gold to a few other spots, and I know I want to put my droplets on. And oh my voice, it sounds so, I can hear it myself and I hate it. I sound like I swallowed a frog. So I'm just going to glue them down with my art glitter glue, and then that's going to do it. That will be the end of my layout. This is for the Anything Goes this week for the club, not the club, La La Land regular team. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and this gives you some more ideas to make some other things besides cards with your goodies that you get from La La Land. And I hope you guys have a fabulous day. I will see you again next week with another project for La La Land Crafts. See you later. Bye-bye.